Good day everyone. Would you like to live under a dictatorship? A lot of people will see their hair standing on end when you mention something like that, but a lot of South Africans currently say that if their basic human rights are not removed, that they are not opposed to living under a dictatorship and that we can do away with democracy. And in this article in News 24 it says many South Africans won't mind a dictatorship if basic human rights are guaranteed. Research shows, and I'll put a link to this article in the description below this video as well as in the first comment. Research by the IEC indicates that a growing number of South Africans are willing to forego their democratic right to vote. And we know that more than 50% of voters did not vote in the last general election in 2019 as well as in the local government elections. There was a far higher percentage. According to research, they would not mind being led by a dictator as long as they had basic human rights. Now, that would mean it's a benevolent dictator. Let me continue. It found that the growing disillusionment has been worsened by the seeming failure of multi-party democracy and public institutions. And I've spoken at length about this in the past, that democracy will be called the failure, when actually we do not live in a democracy. And I want to make that clear. What we have right now is not a democracy. It's a multi-party dictatorship. You cannot call that a democracy. So they always wanted to attack democracy, and until we have a true democracy in the country, we have not really given it a chance. A growing number of South Africans disillusioned by democratic processes and public institutions are open to being led by a benevolent dictator if the chosen leader fixes the problems facing the country. How is one person going to fix all our problems? This shows you a narrative that's been driven, that I told you about during my 00 Days tour, where I clearly and plainly laid out the master plan, that a savior figure will always be put forward to save everybody. And now this narrative is being put out even in the mainstream media. You can go and read the rest of the article and look at how the numbers have actually changed over time, where most people were not in favor of that, but how a quarter of the people in the country, the respondents, said that they will at this stage favor a dictatorship, a benevolent dictatorship, if they can have the human rights and service delivery. Now, this is a shocking trend because freedom should trump all else. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please be aware of these agendas being driven, and watch my Moments in Time and Question Everything series that you can find in the playlist section on this channel, 00 Days. Please remember to share this with your friends and family.